My name is Rev Dr Barry King, and I'd like to talk to you a little bit about spirit. I've worked with spirit now for well over 40 years, and I've been a master psychic medium, working with people on the spirit side, bringing messages to people, sharing what I could feel with people for many years. And I've wanted to share how I understand it because since I began 40 years ago, it came to me in very concrete ways. I could see things, I could feel things, I could have a thought move through my mind and know that it wasn't my thought, that it was their thought. And I could share that, and it was meaningful, purposeful, made a difference. But in recent times, in the last 10 years or so, I've gained an understanding of quantum physics, and I've also been able to understand the nature of the spirit world in a different way. And it's very concrete for me and it's very real for me. But I understand now that we are eternal infinite spirit. You are eternal infinite spirit. You cannot die. You cannot fail. And the thing to understand in that is that when you make your transition from the physical, you are reborn into a higher life. You are reborn into your true life. You, as an infinite eternal spirit, can't die, can't fail, have chosen to come into the physical and feel limitation and feel restricted, to be challenged, to understand things. As spirit, on the spirit side, we don't really have opportunities to be challenged, to experience things in the concrete ways that we do when we're in the physical world, being challenged, overcoming things that we're facing, learning, growing, and becoming. So to me, life is purposeful. And it's purposeful because of its challenges. It's purposeful because of its opportunities, the opportunities that it gives to us to be more, to overcome our limitations. And the limitations are an illusion, but they're still real for us. And we learn and we grow through it and we experience through it. My understanding of spirit at the moment is that we on the spirit side are still mind, that we are thought, and that you and I live and exist within the mind of God. We live and exist as separate individual entities. We are separate and distinct. Each of us has had our own life, has had the opportunity to experience lifetimes. And when we move back into the heaven world or the spirit world, we are connected to everybody, and everybody is connected to us, and we are enriched by each other. Imagine that you are a drop of water, and you, as a drop of water, are in the ocean, which is eternal, infinite mind, the divine mind, God. God is consciousness. We are connected to that consciousness, part of it, but separate and distinct. And because we are connected to everybody and everybody's connected to us, we are able to share, to grow, to become more, to experience through mind, because we've been in the physical, because we've had experiences here, we've learned here. So when I see people on the spirit side having a meal with their loved ones who are over there, they are, from their point of view, experiencing it, living it, because, as I understand it, they had the opportunity to live a life of limitation. They had an opportunity to experience the nature of physicality, and their mind and the mind of their loved ones are drawn together, and they share a thought, and that thought is the meal where they are joined, connected, communicating telepathically. It is simple. It is elegant. And I have seen many things with spirit and through spirit. I've seen people who are driving a car on the spirit side and they're loving it. And it is the car they owned when they were young. And it was their favorite car. And they share that with me, and I can share it with their loved ones here on the physical side. It's very affirming. I remember one time I was doing a reading for a man, and he came to see me, and he sat down, and his son had died. And I could see his son. I could see his son riding a red convertible. And I said to him, I can see your son, and he's driving a red convertible. And the man, with tears in his eyes, said, that's the car that he died in. And I said, well, he's on the spirit side now. And he's driving that car still, and he's loving it. He's free. He's unencumbered. He's joyful. And he's connected to you. He feels your love. He feels your pain. But he sends you love. And he's okay. And that was a powerful moment for that man, because he knew that his loved one, his son, was okay, and that they would be reunited. Another story, another experience I had was with a young man. His father had died, and I could see his father. He was dressed in overalls. He was working on a car, and the man said to me, well, that's my father for sure, because he worked on the cars all the time, and that was what he wore all the time. And I said, he seems to be working on a truck at the moment. And he said, that's the truck he was working on. And I said, he's showing me his hand, and the little finger is missing. He said, that's my father. He had lost that little finger when he was working on one of his cars. And the freeing aspects of those kinds of connections are powerful. They don't happen every day. They don't happen just because you want them to happen. They happen because it's right, because it's necessary, because it's healing. And messages of this nature come through and are very affirming for people, reaffirming for people. It lets them know their loved ones are alive and well and living on the spirit side. It's an important thing to be able to share with people. And I've been blessed to be able to share it for a lifetime. And it's such a gift, such a wonderful thing to share. Thank you for allowing me to share with you. God bless.